a night like tonight, I really just was thinking about what I want to talk about, and really for all of us to be successful, it comes down to a great supporting cast, and so I really just want to thank a lot of people that have meant a lot to me. First, my sister Chris. She came in from Washington D.C. also. I'm so incredibly proud of the woman and the mother that you've become. My sister might be the baddest person in the room. I mean that legitimately. When I was a Southwestern, she beat cervical cancer, and it was in pretty deep stages of that. Beat cervical cancer to have 2 children. It's pretty awesome, man. And so I'm incredibly proud for that. She's also in the Secret Service, and so she protects the president and stuff like that. So Chuck Norris has nothing on her. So proud of you, Chris. I'd like to thank the committee tonight. I'm honored and humbled to join the other members of the Hall of Fame. I'd like to thank my parents, Doug and Robin. You couldn't have asked for better parents as an athlete or as a student athlete. The best thing I can say about it is that they were there at everything. They never missed anything. And we're always very supportive. And so I thank you guys very much. To my extended family, several of them are here tonight. I never played a football game that I didn't have 15, 20 people in the stands that were excited for me. And several cousins and other family members that are here. And I thank you guys. I want to thank my wife, Justine. Great story about her. When I first got into coaching, I was coaching in high school, and I was also coaching semi-pro. And so I'd work all day at the high school, so you guys know what kind of schedule that is. And then I'd leave at about 8 o'clock at night, and then 3 nights a week go coach semi-pro ball and get home 11, 12 o'clock at night. Got paid cash for that, which was awesome. Got $400 a week, and except I told Justine I got $300 and I'd keep $100 for myself. But the other $300 went away pretty quickly too. But she's been the greatest coach's wife you could ever have, and she's actually the sports information director at our school now. So, several of my staff is here tonight. Of my OPSU staff's here. Most of my football staff's here. Any success that you're going to have in coaching has to do with the guys that you have around you. And guys, I really thank all you guys being here. It might also have something to do with the party I'm going to throw later on tonight that they came into town too. So you guys are more than invited, by the way. To the Weatherford coaches, Coach Roof, Coach Bergman, Coach Shaded, Coach Seifert, Coach Bell, Coach Pickens. I don't think Coach Pickens is here, but he had a lot to do with my success. Loved all those guys to death. To my teammates, I couldn't have come into a better situation coming in and then immediately win the 2 state championships. I want to especially thank my dear friend Anthony Randall in the back. Had the honor of getting to induct him last year. I mean, no better high school football player. I promise you, if you guys saw Anthony play, it was amazing. So, Anthony, I appreciate you being here tonight. Just awesome, man. Probably the sport that I was the worst at was wrestling. And wrestling had such an incredible influence on me. I was from Texas growing up, and we never saw wrestling. And then I went to Colorado Springs and never saw wrestling there. But it had such an incredible influence on me. I started wrestling my sophomore year. Now, I won't lie to you, Coach Boyd, knows some stories about me. I'll tell a quick one about him. So I'm a tall guy. Coach Boyd, by the way, you missed nothing. I'm a horrible basketball player. Ask my staff. I can't make a layup and I can't dunk at 6'5". It's terrible. But Coach Boyd, kind of was asking if I was going to play basketball, and kind of what are you doing? And back then, if you remember right, it was Arkansas Razorback 40 minutes of hell, and it was up and down the court. And that didn't sound too appealing to a guy that weighed 260 pounds. So I went into wrestling. I'd never done it before. My first match for the guys that wrestled in here, right when the whistle went off, I just charged right at the guy. The guy turned to the side and threw me a headlock and pinned me within like 15 seconds. I didn't know what happened. The second match, we're over in a tournament over in Watauga, and I got on top of the guy and looked like a perfect chance to put him in a full Nelson and slam his face into the mat. And I thought that was like the greatest move ever. Next thing you know, I got kicked out, and so I didn't know what that was. So, I thought I'd done pretty good. But I love the sport because of the technique and discipline and the competitive side. And I had the opportunity to be a coach, wrestling coach, before I got into college, and that was one of the most rewarding experiences that I've ever had. And so for all the wrestlers that are in here tonight, including my cousin Barry, who was an outstanding wrestler here in Weatherford. I just want to thank all you guys being part of that family and showing me kind of how to do that, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think all of us have, understand opportunities to thank people. There's one opportunity I didn't get a chance to ever have. It meant a lot to me. I feel like I want to do it tonight. Coaches and others that have a positive influence in your life, but I never had a chance to thank my wrestling coach, Max Dipple. And Max meant a lot to me. He's very soft-spoken. He cared about the wrestlers. He cared about the kids. And the way he held himself just showed me a lot about being a man, to be honest with you. And plus, he scared the hell out of me. And you guys knew Max. Quick story. I got to tell the story. This story's awesome, man. So Max taught physics. And you guys that know Max, you know kind of some of the issues Max had from time to time. So we had a guy in the front of the room, and Max is up at the board, and he's writing something on the chalkboard, and there's a kid named Sam in our class, and he's hiccuping. So Max is sitting up at the board, and he kind of turns, he's sitting at the board, and he's writing, and then just freezes. I'm still going, oh God, we're back in Vietnam. Max goes from the board about 6 feet through the air, slams his hands as hard as he can onto Sam's desk. And I think he's about to snap his neck. And Max said, did I scare you? I know, I was plenty scared. And on cue, Sam goes, and just one of the most awesome things I've ever seen, man. I've been blessed to have so many great people in my life that have impacted me and got me where I am today. I thank the good Lord above for each and every one of them. Congratulations to the other recipients. Thank you, and go Eagles. Yeah.